See they for can talk about things where they happen. Are we on sweet chat salon? I know we we let for do them bad things them. We they feel most alone. I know we yard. Famul, this na you yard. Once say plenty thank you to the one that will subscribe to the channel and we don't like, comment and share with video. And we want to say plenty thank you to una we get the patience for go na YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, click with video them. Burn una credit for support we watch with video them. Who tell una plenty thank you. If you just join me today, we want to say do ya press the subscribe button and then you press the notification bell. So anytime we post the video, you will be amongst the first people then we go get with video them.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. You know say plenty people no get for votes the time for election? Not because they no want for vote, but now because of this simple mistake where I can't tell you what so, now it go make plenty people no vote. Right now, as the Electoral Commission Salon don't pull the date for vote and for register, plenty people just the yagba and they rush go do things them as then they tell them for do. But hey, members say registration, the voter registration, they begin from the 3rd of September to the 4th of October 2022. Then a number one step we go give you guarantee say you go vote. But if you make mistake during this time, you no go for vote. And I think this way person not go able for help people. What in this mean? It means say no ever register na the area where you dey work, do business, or where you dey go school. You know what it make? You don't know. Sometimes the time for the election, then go say public transport not for run. This na big challenge for you. Remember, if you tap na Calbaton and then you dey work na Lumley, how you go able for go and vote na that side? You go able for waka? The answer na no. So, no make that mistake there. As them blow the whistle when they say, hey, today na the 3rd of September for begin the voter registration. Do ya try by all possible means for register na the center where they near you house. So the day when they go say for voting, whether mutuka deal, mutuka not deal, not to you business. You dey go serve na morning, vote, return back na you house. So you see, if you make this mistake, the possibility go they say you no go vote 2023. So waiting at this yagba now for say me party go continue for then a power or me party go return a power if I'm not able for vote. You want vote, they change the whole situation.
Today, Dofa, we come na grafting camp. This now one of the places them where most of the old people where we can see they bigger on the street, especially along Kisi Road. Most of them are this particular place who are they so today now here they reside. But most of them, the places them who side they when at the shelter, a very day in a bad condition. See this now some of the places look, you know, like the kitchen, where it's rain car, we will wash everything away. Look at the block. Where they touch ourselves, you see, it's something I can. So you see this is another place. When our old people, this the person even able to come inside because everything don't be disjointed. See the place? So this old person are in there without a house because you know able to get side for stay. Because look at how the place stay. When again been come the last time, wash everything away, all the place don't full with dirty and everything.
You could not make me now say for I got that able. Look at the foot there. You see man, please swear. And look no more the chin of Pulian another can't choke na papa na kai so I not to tea for shame. When I see I know the other room all will be no way didn't do and come back now and how they choke them grand picking and then picking the old mama they really suffer. But when you can't meet me as you don't know not all myself at the brinker and no get pala I can say for Cassido. Leader like me, people like the guy, this is shameless now. Now you want to kill me. I tell Miss K, I say Miss K, I know the guy chance. I go begin like saying, now this the one I say, but if you not help me, Miss K, I say me I don't disgrace. When I say let them go to chief fair, I tell God to take me to my then come meet me this hour. They live like so. You not go fight for me, Mama. Do you help me? For God, I never do ya.
So this is the room. Up aside, no form safe. Form not there fall it down. Please, when I see, aside do not even get a form fall it down. Aside do the lay down a matter. At the age, now matter they lay down for sleep. It just make the cement and look at the floor, nothing. This now outside aside in picking and they sleep. Aside do not get form, so the picking and self is the same thing. Then just lay down and just they don't even get matter and just like bags them. Now they picking and they lay down.
Me have been driver 20 years and I know drive now, so I sit down. I have to do kill I go make a big out for it.
Okay, this is the veranda.
Yes, I cover this toilet, the corner toilet and the two window, the veranda. This is the thing. This change anymore. Yeah.
Grass mattress.
I left in that way. Me three about them don't die. They left two people. The one not rich or woman business. The one about the second one, you're picking that the 2 months. The other one 2 months. This even the grip in Papa die. And the rapper in Papa die. Now suffer no more. They buy even for food. They for take of the chance no day. At times I they go for small picking there. They give you something for me they can eat to me. God what they serve. Where is that they tell you so it's not easy for me.
This again another place where it really in a bad condition when our aged also stay inside this particular place. So we kindly calling on every Sierra Unions. You were there into construction. You were you get shop where they sell building materials. We they appeal to everybody for come on board. Let we do something for them. We all people here. So because at this stage now we they need so. Please, nothing is small. You get cement, you get zinc, you get whatever. Therefore do towards this them building there. So logo make them good. We even need mattresses then because you see some of them they outside and they sleep. So one of them they don't matter. At that age, old person at that age, you know get a phone for lidom. They don't have the matter for lidom, even if picking them all where they look up to them because as an elderly person. And they will go again, go fair now, unless they go on the streets or go bigger. But with all the bigger, then they go bigger. Then able for make them place decent. So they kindly ask on people. I know we have Soyat people, then we they call on the churches them, we they call on the mosques, we they call on institutions them, we they call on individuals them, in and out of salon. Let we do something for them with people there, so we all people them. Remember, say we serve them for reach their age, and old age now something we can always say old is age. But this kind of old age is very sad for them when they never forget better side for them with all the contribution they don't make in society. At this age now they need to support them because the rains not the fly again. Very soon rains will come. We see few days ago we see every winds they blow. You know where the show say this year we likely forget more rains than previous years. So please let all people them not go there we wake one morning we read and say thousands of them we don't lost them because of every downfall. So please come on board and support we. Let we give back to the old people there. So.
Waiting be they happen na this sweet country, so. Waiting they happen na this sweet country, so.
Mister,
Things just they go
from
from bad
back
to
to
us,
us,
no be
nobody
real
no
care
care
again.
again.
No.
Oh.
The poor people they suffer, the poor people they struggle. Where you want talk,
You
you
not
not
for
for talk.
talk,
Where you talk,
then
then jail
jail
you.
you.
Who say we be there go,
We
me brother. Who
brother,
say
say
we
we
be
be
there
there
go,
go.
me sister. Who da de pan thief,
It
de
a
pan thief.
thief.
Who da de pan enjoy,
It
de
dey
pan
enjoy more.
enjoy. Una feel to say we no know ya.
But yeah, may they
Make
left
them
we
left we
yo.
yo. And today we don't see one document.
We then they
Make
run
them
one pan
left.
oh.
Una feel to say we no know ya.
May they
You
left
know,
we
the song
yo.
that suits me. They feel to say they're able either and power we.
We don't
Make
see
them left we
amo.
yo. We fumbled them inside this one big family house. Onu no say by Bure and Shembe with a pork nose, we na polymot, we hide the all side, and so we much not a set.
No yai, it look one sharp pass eagle yai.
The brother, let them not blame we. Na so we mama and papa, they wouldn't king cost my na so them born we. And we
not
know
to
the
just
retreat.
that no more. Until you know say we get half blessing, we get half swear. Well, we na ORS, so we dey go with that line there.
Perfect combination, me brother. Swear and blessing. Now, in the go, it just sound like blood and water.
But that's what the world do. When you good too much, you know the tail. But when you bad too much, na alaki. So waiting for do. For the under half, you the under half. So you go
Big
normal.
time. Big time. Big time. We fumble them. The song tell you say, we I don't pass now one document not so. I make a pinch you small.
Aye, I dey feel am.
You remember say, plenty people them they cry, but salary business, now the various departments them.
Jabo.
But up till now, government no agree for GAs or for listen to the cry of them people and they not so.
Yeah, because Parliament say couple no day.
Parliament say couple no day. When I inside the same parliamentary couple no day, we had pass and open eyes for one leak document inside the parliamentarians them they can pass law. I say then they can pass law. For do waiting for other part and salary, meaning the salary whether they take right now is small. The law they can say, therefore begin to take bump salary past the order they take right now. You feel say na fair play? Chembe Pierre. Hey. You uncle, a concern pandiso. You feel say na fair play? Anyway, una no go no side. Una dey with we. Not forget for hit the like button. No make am 210. Just make am 1. You left her, you sit down. You wait for the G's as we can dish. The plates they all surround the table now. All plates they can get own. Me na Babure, the Biza body, the Congo warrior from the north with the hardest cutlass. Not gonna side.
My name? Nasembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Well, of course, let me self make most of us come out. The southeast. Alright. So, family una kushe nkabo. As you decide you don't like the program or you don't share them, not forget bo, that day night we abo pan. They make we they get jiggy. We the yagba, we they get zeal for do more things them. But the thing we they call rubber malt pan today, na thing where it look like say you say self go don pass the eye. But I know how it can tell like for some of we can just see and say bo left we and not all thing you for say come on aya or how they could call her sukumi the road.
Ask sister admin.
Sukumi the road. Because some other documents like this one, it can make Toko Kantine.
Boy, speak Timni today, oh. Can't see me.
Me na Sembepi of the
It is
Southeast.
phonetize,
We
oh.
move.
We fly to the higher heights, my brother. We
All
used
right.
to.
But wait, oh, this thing where we hear look see. It's like say the one day where it come out too. Don't it deny like how Peter deny Christ? Well, how this happen? Nothing where we they can look inside judges now. But before that one day, we want for member you see inside one we last program. Bible I think na be Wednesday last week. One we family member call. He make him own contribution. Then he end am for say. This me face oh na the see so. Not to end this so na just because of add-up. He continue for say pampo not to the po na the bad thing o na the vati na the virus dey. Then they been shake plenty people them and say they want for help this we younger family member with Lilithing. Two people them well interestingly now we been start the ball rolling. We say pa we want for buy one bag rest for you as a team. Now other person knack chest. He say, I dey give you one bag rest, I dey give you coal, I dey give you 1 5 gallon per mine. Now other person shake over here there. Now he say, I dey give you $35. So one we young one we then call Joshua. I hope I call him fine because right now na Italian man. He say name Joshua. He give 1 million leons. Now the same person this way say he give coal, he give how they call them rest and per mine. So he give 1 million leons. Plus we had get and then that we admin Congo admin.
Bizarre body.
Yeah, that we Congo admin.
Not talking loud to me, no egg. That bizarre body admin.
That we Congo admin. Oh, sorry. Are you by the way? Are you cousin?
Okay.
That we assiduous. That we hardworking admin. Now he puts the on behalf of the team $50. Plus $35. Now he run down. So he go like 1 million, one something. So all that couple they now we put together. Now we buy. Remember all that 1 million where this person been give? We buy for him, yes, rest. We buy the per mine, we buy the coal, then the change, all. Now we put on and we say, yeah, enjoy life. This is 1 month here, feel free and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, this couple don't reach this with young family member then today. So what we go do? Let we just watch Italek, but don't listen no more. Now by Watalo, na day a day. So the noise is a day. Bear we are, but still, let we just watch this video. Quick one, as he received in your Lilithing. When they come back just now.
I received, I think a bit. I received 1 man rest, 1 bazaar per night. Then Chapu, normally on 200 euros, doing 6% unit. Minada, I say, not in the business, not in the business, in the field. Last week, I was in my Bazaar Camara, doing 1, which I do. So I think
Hello. Yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't receive the 1,232,000 euros, 1 bag rest, 1 bazaar per mine, with charcoal, when a 1 bag. So I did tell you thank you. I did tell you thank you again.
Alright, so that's what it be look like. Well, in fact, maybe forget almost not the money. Well, according to waiting it tell we the balance couple where them put na in hand now 1 million how much is it? 132 or 232. Okay, 1 million. I must watch Ama.
And see Congo Salaries is start, man.
I must watch Ama. Make a Sam. And one mistake. You just know, many man not say, hey, no, not to down there, not to down there. I dey watch a ma.
Easy
Watch
body.
I dey watch a. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1,232,000 leons. Now add 9 and then they then say if you want to make chop money, if you want to help by picking lunch and other things, then but 1,232,000 leons now end up for go on top the 1 bag rice, 1 bag charcoal, and 5 gallon per mile. Yeah! Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate you now. Thank you very much. The man he tell thank you, in thank you lost para. He just says thank you. The gladi, eh? Ah, this is gladi today. Anyway, bye.
Well, we just want for add for tell we family members them plenty thank you. We know say they can do waiting past this. We know say normally they know they disappoint we. We know say they know they make we shame. And we dey pray make God add for tie this bond between we and them so we dey get a fruitful relationship continuously, not only this time, but forever and ever. Thank you, Family House, for this support. When I put this smile now this family them face, I believe whosoever will contribute and who that not be fortunate, God will put smile now your face and your family. We move.
All right. One more thing, one for tell Joshua. Thank you very much. One for tell Ahmed. Thank you very much. And we, on behalf of the one whole family, the one that we bland give, the one that we want give, they're not able for give, we stand on a gap, yeah, and we give for una. So on behalf of the family, we at least don't put some smile na this family member them face because it did it na in host with a wealth and in picking them. So we appreciate una all. Thank you very much. Anyway,
We are don't come back today. For can't talk about things where they happen.
Now we
stood salon. Whoa. They will have for do them bad things then. We dey feel them most alone. Whoa. We are for life.
Thinking full remote mind. Baby,
Chembe Pierre.
I will begin go inside them family and business now. Them family where they run by their own business.
So you want to say we fumble them, then afraid, then document and then what?
Well, I don't know. I just say no more. Let we go inside them business little bit. Now that's me say no more.
Well, open the book now. The people are waiting inside.
Number 1. Sierra Leone. A bill entitled Parliamentary Welfare Act 2022. Basically, na parliament and get 2 things them. They got what they call bill and then get what they call act. Yeah. So normally, if you see them say na bill this, that means say they not pass it, and not on law it. Then just don't prepare them, and then it go na parliament. Now only way parliament don't debate them, then agree for them, then stamp them, then it on act. And when they say act now, it means say na law. Power if what happen. So look at this thing. Like give you now, according to it in right now. There's a being an act pursuant to section 74(4) of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991, to determine the salaries and other conditions of service for speakership, leadership, clerkship, member of parliamentship, and all the other relationship membership. If I been fall self for better. But sheep expensive. Oh. All the sheep then they are membership, clerkship, speakership, leadership. Now the membership no more. Now they not put the ship and but still go put a membership of parliament ship and other related matter ship. So now in this, then say enacted by the president and members of parliament in this present parliament assembly. So basically, this not just an intro for show you how or waiting this particular bill they bought. They try for basically tell we say this thing as well basically the thing where they inside. Now, it get for do with the salary, it get for do with condition of service. That means when they say condition of service, other allowance them, other thing them way for make the job attractive, way for make posi yagba, way for make posi waju, way for make it bet for go take that particular job day. So now all of that they get the condition. Yeah, when they say inside this, the condition they want to give you now that you dey get this, you forgive me this and this, all of them things, and they basically 9 days they talk about. So what do we do? Let me see what we can do quickly. Let me open this tier and go inside it. We see here so then say Parliamentary Welfare Act. We don't take them. These are the arrangement of sections. Basically, how we they go now so the things then they yeah. The different patterns. Let's see what everything and put inside. After that, we can go inside in details. Number 1, then say salaries and conditions. Yeah, number 2. Then they get part 3, where then they talk about allowances and other benefits for members of parliament. We can see how we parliamentarians them love the people or how they act less compared to the situation now of we ordinary civil servants them. Okay? We come out there, you say number 3, then get what called medical allowances. We can look into the one by one. Then get what called recess allowance. Then got what called motorcar allowance. In other words, a vehicle. So this recess allowance basically, now that time where they can get a break in parliament, where they not can sit. Yeah? Now in the recess, then they get a break. So then get fuel allowance, then get sitting fees, then get facilitation allowance. All of this they inside this particular document. Basically, now then things there so then they work on. Let's see number. Then get this other one where then say percentage increase in salaries of members of parliament. Then get what they call office for members of parliament. Then get again what they call official or medical travels of members of parliament. Then get again what they call security for members of parliament. Yeah. Then get what they call miscellaneous. Miscellaneous can be any other thing can happen where they not be don't think of. Yeah. They make provision for all of that and they get regulation and then they get repeal. Yeah. That the thing where they guide them things there, then they repeal and get certain things the way they get for pool. Yeah. So basically now that. So basically, this small document where they make so. If now this small document then be make for the better of we country. Salongo sweet one day. Oh yeah. Salongo sweet one day. But oh yeah. Now we can begin go inside the let me and me brother. Let we wear foot inside the same trusses. In fact, if we able inside the same shoes. And well, if place not day, then say low volume. Would I get low volume? Me?
Yeah.
Hello? Let me get low volume.
I think so. Vicky don't get a report. Other person up here.
On I've been the recording. We play.
I think so.
Please, if na me get low volume, una make like I no. Or na the recording we play just now. Let just know. Let not get yourself confused now. Na the volume from my own mic or na that video we play just now. Because the video obviously in below because of the side where they record them. They make several attempts but it not work. Okay, then say me volume good. Thank you, Sister Admin. Alright, thank you, Sarafina. Alright, we move. So now, we dey take one after the other. The first one we dey take, then get wetin dem call facilitation. This dey before too much. I think the page mix up. So let's go find the first one. Yes, this is not the first one. Part 1, preliminary. Okay, so yeah, so then say in this act, unless the context otherwise requires, clerkship basically then they try for tell you the different thing. What another? All right, this then basically they try for give you a breakdown of who that then they refer to. Then big name where they say clerkship, what it mean? It basically they talk about the parliamentary clerk, and then when they talk about the constituency, of course, you talk about the prescribed section, yeah, where a particular elected member of parliament they govern. Then you get a leadership, basically, and they say leader of government business, and the deputy leader, opposition and deputy. So basically they talk about the big man them inside, the whip of the governing party and the deputy, the whip of opposition. So basically now then they refer to as leadership. The one for we understand the different things then. Then they say members of parliament means person where they elect for can represent in constituency. Then they get the speaker, where means say the speaker means the speaker of parliament, the deputy speaker of parliament, yeah, under section 79 of the 1991 constitution. No, we can't break all of that there. Thank you very much, Adam and Mambu. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let me go. Now, we can go and begin take one after the other. Now, part 2, salaries and condition of services for the speaker, leadership, clerk, and members of parliament. So basically, they get inside the constitution. As so them they address now. So the constitution self now so they address them. So let's watch first of all. They say salaries and condition of service. 2.1. The salary and other conditions of service of speaker of parliament shall be exactly the same as that of the vice president of the republic. Bible. Now, before I allow Bible to come inside, the reason why the speaker and the vice president, deputy caretaker, they go at par, they go aid to aid, because, for example, if the caretaker not there, now the vice caretaker, Julde. If Julde and the caretaker not there, now the speaker, now they run the country at that particular point. Okay? So if he not there at all, you look at the deputy before you can run out to the judiciary, before they begin look at it. But basically, that's what the structure. You get the caretaker, you get the deputy, then you go to the speaker. I mean, the speaker, very, very important. By the way, something wrong with me server today. A very, very important, okay? So now, the speaker, according to this bill, where then they try for make it on law, then say they want for let in salary be the same with the vice president. But wait, in other words, the caretaker in salary with the vice president not the same. So it's not supposed to be the same because now only where the deputy not there, the deputy caretaker, Julie not there, now the speaker they come in. So in most cases, they're not well, that's what they say. You know, I know something about Abbas Bundu, for example. He always they try for get win-win for himself. Before we talk about this in own particular salary, I know of a recent past inside this parliament where during Tijan Kaba in term, them been seized in property them because of 1, 2 other dubious things them where Tijan Kaba, you know, be noticed where make them in seize in property them. And as by Kumakam, they not getting property. But now in the speaker, wetin he do, he make sure say them put things them in place quick one na parliament for let them pass them and then they release all in property game under this administration. In as much as where parliament be don't use the own power then ten and they for say no, Abbas Bundu not for all this with the season in hand. But now who that na parliament? The parliament na Abbas Bundu. So Abbas Bundu now the parliament be use law for seize in property, Abbas Bundu don't be parliament, and now parliament again don't sit down and say no, this not be right. Let we pull him and let we give this man in property back. So that is it. Abbas Bundu we don't get all of in property them waiting Jan Kaba been 6-9 and now we the see waiting they go forward. Now na salary, and now in salary in want for let it be like the deputy caretaker like Julian salary. Bible yeah, come on.
Well, this it not gonna be strange to we all. You know, when you get a leader, we not respect the arms of government. We not even know them functions. Them that's what things they happen. If we talk about the speaker and the second gentleman, way we can call the vice caretaker, all them comparison they happen because you get a caretaker way not even value in assistant or the vice president. What we get. It just sit down the way we all know right now, where they no one for do like waiting APC been do say they sack the second gentleman. It make Julius doyanda, but not to with the wish and the non. I mean, majority of them not even happy with Jules de under. So if they try to compare salary between Jules and naked video boy in a hotel when a Shekabundu, where they impose na the parliament for be the speaker when Abbas Bundu, I don't know, just like waiting I say, if really the caretaker respects a second man, I don't say all these things they happen. And when it comes to Abbas Bundu, except somebody we don't know Abbas Bundu or understand Abbas Bundu in politics, we in the plain and mastalone. But Abbas Bundu, from the one of in politics, when we get sense now, they follow him. All the things the way they do in his own political career, now more of selfishness. You mention something like that, Jishno Naya say, what you understand about Abbas Bundu is all about win-win-win. Abbas Bundu not ever they decide and they say loss. He always look for day on top of situation where in a normal shine with other people and they cry. Because if you get a caretaker, we understand the role of a vice caretaker. I don't feel say if for bringing Abbas Bundu, no way for make them get the same condition with the second gentleman. Now far positions them anyway, regardless of saying if they're all too not there in the country, na Shekabundu Naked Boy Hotel, na in the take over. That's not mean say therefore get the same condition of service or what we call salary naya. Yeah. But since that them all or 99.9% of them not even happy, but Jules in the one and way we all know say Jules not just the face as vice caretaker, but you get somebody where they act as the caretaker of the country. Now, some of them things they make, then they try for bringing them comparison there. Because if really, let me just draw example like the JJ Blood or the killer Prince Adin, one of them, the second caretaker Biosu, no way, no day, where they can talk, they even come upset from the SLPPC, the second caretaker and Naked Boy Shekabundu forget similar condition. But we still there inside the matter. This is not just the beginning.
Okay, so we move. The second part of you get what in call 2. The salary and other condition of service of deputy speaker shall be exactly the same as that of the chief justice. Okay, so basically, if you talk about the chief justice, where for example we know Africanist press don't make we know something. If you talk about other allowances, them listen to this. So you say the salary and other condition of service. So we know say, for example, the chief justice in rent allowance, just in rent allowance, now over 176.8 million leons per year. So of course, you know say that kind of thing they na thing way the second the speaker, the deputy speaker, now that instead they begin for per year. And you get other benefits them where the chief justice they enjoy, where this speaker as well will get for enjoy. That is why they say the salary and other conditions of service of deputy speaker shall be exactly the same. So the all two, now you see wetin how it like the them for the big one them for the senior players them inside the team, then they try for do wetin they call, you know, that salary disparities, that big gap where they pan salary, then they try for lock am and make sure say them put them all at the same lane because they all get the same interest. So now the deputy speaker in own for be the same as the chief justice. So, you know, it not like way, for example, cameraman waiting at State House. With that cameraman waiting at the military, you know, then salary will be world apart. Where, for example, the cameraman at State House, in salary go fiba that person where they live overseas, and then the cameraman na the military go tell like that person where they take salary from Dong Bay, for example. Sorry about that I make that carry today. But basically, now that just that kind of comparison there. You see, the salary disparities them for themselves, for them when a senior player inside the team, yeah, then they make them for it be unique. Whilst for other one them, it be dumpty. Look at this thing. Then say the salary of members of parliament shall be exactly the same as that of the ministers of government. So now you see, this now exactly maybe the try for talk. You know when they say salary disparities, where African Express be always they try for draw comparison here. For example, just the allowance of the rent allowance of the Chief Justice can pay like 60 colonel, yeah, and then he pay like 80, you know, senior secondary school teachers them, yeah. Now and then they get, so now then they try for waiting. Now the parliamentarians them then say, okay, the ordinary member of parliament them, for example, like their AKK, their Abdul Kagbo, their I call and Tawa, then Gevao, they all salary now go they na the same scale like any minister inside the government. So look at this thing, salary disparities for them, yeah, we're very close. Yeah, when for them when are politicians then they try for make them lay gap no day. Then they try for when they say fill in the blank space, yeah. When they say the salary of member of parliament is dash per month, so they say full up and then they try for full up and now. You understand, eh? So why the other one then, for example, then still then a gap, big gap. When for let you go there, a problem for you. So you see, let's see something quick before Bible come inside. Then say, provided that the leader of a government business and leader of oppositions and their deputies shall be entitled to 15% above basic salary of other members of parliament. Take note, the leader of government business and the other leaders, then basically when they talk about leaders, they all begin, let you understand fine. You talk about like leaders then, you talk about like the government leader, you talk about Cherry Coco, you talk about Kande Yumkela, you talk about Emerson Lamina, you talk about, you know, those guys, there's them big players that waiting at the parliament, yeah, wait now then at the leadership of the party. For example, you get whip. You get the leadership of the party and deputy, all of them in the yeah. Now all of them, they say above, like waiting any minister they get, then forget 15% above waiting them people and they get. Let us see something. Basic salary of members of parliament and the chief whip and whip of the opposition shall be entitled to 10%. Okay, so basically they are I think again mistake. So in waiting I be try for waiting, they get other position them. La just see, they say la see back again, la go over again, yeah. Then say the leader of government business and leaders of opposition and their deputies shall entitled to 15%. So okay, like I think I be just they call and name them. Then leaders them, you know they talk about the whip them. The whip then get a own, yeah. So let we see something again. Like the whip of the opposition shall be entitled, yeah. The chief whip and the whip of the opposition shall be entitled to 10% and the other leaders, deputy, chief whip, deputy opposition, whatever, leaders of political parties and deputies, they all are the same. They say whip of other political parties and deputy, leader of parliament, female caucus and deputy, and leaders, paramount chief MPs and deputy shall be entitled to 5%. So you get like the parliamentary female caucus and what I want them, yeah. Then now they get 5%. It dey by scale, then get 5%. So they don't bill and not 5 for one. For let it dey by seniority, yeah, by seniority. Now so they don't make them starting from 5%, 10%, and then you go to the leadership. Then now win at 15%. But the question now, about to do almost percent. We don't know. the salary and other condition of service for the clerk of parliament shall be exactly the same as that of the solicitor general. So now, by the way, Lord just draw this thing. We just want to make reference to Dandy. When they talk about the clerk of parliament, we all know about the recent saga of Ye Dominion, ain't it? So the clerk of parliament, we all been done the one day where a court yonker na parliament say he just don't get in PhD degree. He wear in PhD hat. He go na parliament. He say he get her from the Africa where of course ye Dominion, yeah. But yet still parliament investigate. But this man just get in position. Although he gets the position as clerk before ever he gets this. So, means say they not get for pull am because of that one day. But, still then they refer to him as that day. So now, let's see what thing they happen. Now, in your salary for be as equal as the solicitor general. When they talk about the solicitor general, na the one where they work in the law officers department, where basically, na inking they in charge of all government case them. Yeah, and then he can defend the prosecutor, them, the one they will stand for government and all. They under the chief, how they call them? I think the attorney general and so something like that one day. So basically, now that kind of way they don't put them. Logo salary.
Well, I tell you, say today on program we don't get much for talk boku because the document they explain exactly what's in another thing. I still they base them on the selfishness of some of them people they are. But now inside there, you can get empty-headed fools them we can say we need to respect them people they are now senior citizens them. Senior citizen, my last toe, not even my foot become a foot bigger. The only person who go be senior citizen for me in this case, now somebody where they sacrifice for this country. Now somebody where they sacrifice for the betterment of this country. But people like this, we then can act here way that they do. You go be proud for call them senior citizen. You go be proud for respect them. For me, it's a no-no. Because all of them things what they do, then they destroy the majority and make themselves. So how me they proud for call you senior citizen? How?
By the way, you just don't come as you talk, something just done very important come inside, we draw my attention to something, and I go read this one from Facebook. It just gets a relationship to this. Because like Alusain he say in Ghana, the government cut down salaries of governmental officials to help the economy, but in Salon, politicians are calling for salary increments for themselves and forget the teachers, health workers and security agencies, army and police, helping to kill the economy more. Too bad, guys. Oh, Salon. Exactly. This nothing will be not talk about now, so we hold a whole program for this cut down of salary, of Ghana. But here in our own case, totally different. Everybody they ask for increase in salary. Yeah, because they say what happen. Things they go on everywhere in the world. Ukraine war and Russia don't make things the triangle all over. Things they have to get, hiking inflation rate and all of them things. So they get to step up them salary them, yeah. Whereas the teachers, when they cry for salary and arrest them, they arrest them. The military, for example, when they talk about salary or deduction of some allowances them, now threatening to go threaten them as well. So continue, Bible. Thank you very much, Simon.
This is not the thing, all the time for talk. Now, people just, they help we for talk about the same issue, now the comment. You hear waiting, Alusain talk. Not a joke. You get country them who say other politicians and they sacrifice the salary. So man, they tell you, say, inside this 1 month, let them get out everybody his salary and put on somewhere else for develop the country. But in a place like Sierra Leone, no. Abbas Bundu, in Sidon, The same way it come inside your position forcefully under power pass system. Now, so it force things them inside the well of parliament for make things fine for them and things then the bad for the majority. Whose money again? If you watch Abbas Bundu Sasef at that age, whose money again? Not to selfishness. Whose money again what you want? If really you not somebody will get clean out for this country, you not somebody who have to see this country go before, so you pick in yourself for them born tomorrow, go look this country like any other country. Whose money again where the anxious for, where you still the force for put certain things them in place na parliament for make your money just the add, not the majority they suffer. So you still get a God, you get a mind for call a senior citizens. How you define a senior citizen? What's in your own definition? We move.
Yeah, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, man pass man, oh yes, oh yeah. And then you are calling a senior citizen. We move.
We fly, man.
We go to part 3, where they get for do with allowances and other benefits for members of parliament. Yeah, now they sweet. Yeah, look sweet, my brothers and sisters. Them, yeah, look sweet. Yeah, but as you just can, please don't forget for hit the like button, and then you share the program. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. We can find out say notification the trouble we. The trouble we. So we go to this particular one. Then say, a member of parliament shall be entitled to the equivalent. The equivalent. Yeah. The member of parliament. Then they talk about 15,000 United States dollars per annum as medical allowance every year. Therefore, they give them $15,000 every year for medical allowance. But not to that number at the thing. When they can talk about this compared to the health system, yeah? Not to that number. Listen this thing. Then say, provided that the said amount shall be utilized through medical services to be rendered by an approved medical insurance scheme for the current year. All right, we still continue. Let's see this thing. Then say, the said insurance scheme shall cover the member of parliament, spouse, and 3 children below the age of 18. Laughing the other page. Quick one. No.
Class done.
Eh?
J'avais bien, ça va really de l'antenne. Oh my God.
Okay. I open a this page, the pages that don't get lost. Let's see something. So I enforce 2. Okay, 2. Okay. Basically, there is something don't get missing here. Something don't get missing here. But basically, let's take this one. But before we go to this one, by the way, the one where we don't see first, when a part of the page, then say. Sarafina, take it easy.
The problem, we just pass a sister admin for
I'm to you just come and tell me good night, bad.
Small thing, then they catch them up.
Okay, so look at this thing. Now, then they talk about some side day were very important. Now that's a miss, yeah. So one side day where then basically they talk say, I must find this one. It's not possible I not say them. They talk about, for example, if member of parliament, I think now they will go to member of parliament entitled to facilities and salaries. Okay, no. It basically the talk say if member of parliament they travel for go overseas on a medical or official trip, therefore as well pay for them, let it sit down na business class where they go Anytime where they go on official or medical trip, na business class then for pay for her. Ebo, ebo, ebo. Una lefo,
Una left, bro.
lefo, lefo. Posterity go tell on una. Bible here, take first the medical. Let's see how medical talent na the country.
Well, this not just a notice to people. If we see a government, we no care about the hospitals. Them, we no care for take good care of doctors. Them, we no care for take good care of nurses. Them, because of some of them things they are. You already don't hear the couple where they receive for medical. That's for tell you say most of them, if they aid act serve. If they're not, their acts not take no more for waste the country money for go overseas, then they come to Ghana. You name them. You get African country there where they can go and go relax. They eat copper free because then they get them free. Because then they create the way where then they get them free. We the majority we they cry. They not care about we cry. Now it make it the final say in certain cases things them they come up. The way how a man how they feel say now so the parliamentarians they for take them up, not to so then they take them up at all. You know, look at the salary. What they say salary, the allowance where they get for medical. That don't tell you say then why I know they ever get better attention to we own medical facilities them now the country because they find out say. If them people they receive small couple of medical, that's for make the government be serious for take care of we hospitals them, for take care of we nurses them, and for take care of we doctors them. Are still they reverse back which I come out. If really there's senior citizens there who they shout for, or where some of you they shout for with empty head, then get the plan. They're sober-minded for build this country. Some of their allowances there, and allowances they were for cuts down. Put their allowances there. Try for make the hospitals them. Try for bring some machines them where they make me and you not a fly go Ghana for operation. Where they make me and you not a fly go Germany for medical. Where they make me and you not a fly go France. You name them. But they're not the do. They not care. And they don't want for no. Then they take the country money, use up allowances them, and let down the affairs of the country, wherefore make we all enjoy the facilities. Because if their salaries, their allowances they are, you able to cut them down. You able to cut them down. You put that money in one place. So okay, now make we focus. Now, Connaught no more first. Now we focus there. Now, Connaught now the hospital we want focus this year. But now we make sure for make Connaught to one kind standard way where it be say that minister, that honorable, even the caretaker, they able to get away for go lay down the way it's how it go happen.
You waiting?
Una cut. Na so I say. Na so I say. Na so I say. How it will happen, my brother? It's very simple. You know, them people, I tell you the last time, say, your uncle, he eyes them open so much, he blind. And he take proud and cockiness, he puts under the power. If they use the aid, the right way they're supposed to use them, then the big one them, what we put go before, because when they say government, now we all. But we get the one they will put before, for go arrange the things that we're supposed to be in the country. Until now, they fail we interfere now with the voters. Yeah? If they cut down some of the allowances they are, my brother. So man, in one great allowance, or the two people able buy that kind of machine where they diagnose people that kind of machine where they do that kind of operation where they make people they fly go Ghana.
Hold on. You hear almost then say now the medical insurance where then they put for them per year $15,000. I'll tell you something. Now cottage, for example. You get some small equipment in there where they make people and die in no day.
At all.
$15,000. You know how many things that may they buy? How many members of parliament will they talk about? 100 and almost. That money they will then put on better one. You know what they do for improve? If not just one hospital, where they go say this now the central hospital. All thing
I'm
they
telling
inside
you.
there.
I'm telling you.
All thing they inside there. With that
Oh.
money there. With that money there. Anyway, let's continue with this thing because that they're not another than dream at all. You know, sometimes they now this we can talk, yeah. Politicians say they been politicians. Mortal man and mortal man.
What's about not to God, bro?
No, they do for we. Today, we go get this, we want more. We go not say we company not get. But yeah, we want more. Why is they not get? So look at this thing. They always get what they can say. The rich man, they get richer. And then the poor man, they get poorer. We move. Let's continue with this thing. I'm able for Siam. Then say, all unutilized amount shall revert to the state. In other words, then for return them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest with yourself. Let's start with the parliament. Who say one day you don't hear parliament go oversight, then say they can't return money. Instead, let's tell you everything they do. From the constituency development fund, according to the audit report, run down to the oversight waiting them. Sometimes then they say, you see person they take money and not sign, then he say and no say for sign. You dey see constituency development fund, then the game, he go use them, he not get one receipt, then he come, he talk say, he not be no say, if we can give receipt, if we can liquidate. In other words, if we can give accounts parliamentarian, yes, parliamentarian. Now here we hear ACC, they talk, ACC of call, the tell way Fatima in case been there, where they get what word elect for you and say Baraka Siga Baraka for and go and come. Parliament go able for quiz Fatima for that money, but they not go quiz Fatima because if they quiz Fatima, ACC they quiz them for all of their money then they. So waiting they happen and say okay, thief God laugh, Fatima go free, we self go free, nobody. So look at what happen. The same thing where ACC talk about in Parliament, now the same thing they talk about Fatima. They say waiting, they say Parliament of all. Parliament when they design the laws them. All of the laws them where ACC they work with so go through Parliament. All of the procurement laws them go through Parliament. All of the parliamentary acts them go through Parliament. They're aware of all of them things. Then the ACC tell we say this na systemic problem. There not be no say them for do that. They can you imagine? If Parliament of all no say them for the liquidate, in other words, then for the give account of money where they take, why then they go and run after them small board them and then other office them say they not liquidate? Why, for example, if they're not able for do Parliament anything, they not do Fatima anything, they say na systemic and then go on a prevention mechanism, prevention and control something department. Why, for example, the mayor where take 20,000 as they say, yeah, he spend up per person, then he count about 4 million or so. I don't know almost now the money. I still they get problem with that money. They still they run after them. They not say no because of this reason. Now this reason, let them try for let that thing not happen. Let them go through the right procedure. This
because the mayor come from the APC.
But Bible, this is not about the APC anymore. We know the mayor in your own case, yeah, out there with the government and the ACC day. But in the case of Parliament, when are all Jack and Jill, yeah, when you get now rainbow generation, you get green, you get red, you get orange, you get all kind of rainbow generation and inside Parliament. What do you want to say about them? Parliament knows it all. They know the way you take single cent from government couple, you for come back and explain how you use them. But ACC of all, tell we say Parliament no. So they let them go. So now look at this. Then say if you not spend, for example, you may don't take 15,000, yeah? I say I go waiting. But you save 15,000. I even work inside the working. Period, you don't done. Then you tell me for carry return. So that you crazy for let me carry return money back, where you don't carry me hand. Me family and the sick by force. Then the sick by force. So don't forget about that. They look this other one when they talk about. Then say funding of the said insurance scheme shall be charged on the consolidated revenue fund and shall take effect immediately upon the passage of this act. So in other words, whether they talk about that constituency development for land, I just make mention of them. Now, couple, when they give to the member of parliament for let them go help with development, now their own different constituency them. For example, you want build an office now na your constituency, you want help for build school, you want help for this, you want help for that, you want put am for small projects them under your name. This na constituency development fund where you dey facilitate, you get for like work with your council or them, yeah, you work with whatever other local authority wey you get for make sure say they implement projects them wey go make let the constituency go able go before. Na dem money dem dey all we been I be just summarize about so wey ACC say they no look understand. Look at this thing. They say the 15,000, the one where they not charge $15,000 inside the constituency development fund, parliamentarians most of them can't account for it. Now they say charge them inside your constituency development fund. Ah well, the money all done. You done. And interestingly, they want it pass. As them pass this law, so it start immediately. So let's look for example. Right now, I month this na June. If they don't get a couple for the year in January, it means say that 15,000 instant then the cut and they say this na me I call her medical fee na in this. Allow get this thing done before you come here. Okay, and say for pass immediately. Yeah, go inside there before I come in. I take the 5 one.
Well, God, you already don't talk one word just now as I begin the statement. You yak first, like how you uncle be yak we talk of the light parliament. Say they're really not ready yet for do waiting with the talk show. Yes, indeed, they're not ready. And an office say they will ever ready. Because if I now say we get politicians them, including the members of parliament them, you know, never mind people from various constituencies them, they vote them in for go represent them, but they can go and talk the word we go represent to now. Whenever they enter in the parliament house, then go there for go represent themselves. Then go there for go represent themselves. Because some of their issues there, yeah, issues there, we were there outside, we for really see how they don't stand for fights them. We foresee, but Usai, some of the issues there will come, then say to them, you say the benefits. Then I talk about co because, excuse me, not to Abbas Bundu number one for make them add the money. And the G and SF wants. So what do you expect? But all of this.
And this one what they talk about, so not a one part you, now they're all. They're all. But all of it don't fall inside the area of selfishness, so they try to talk about. You find out, say, I don't know. But then we keep for this, say, and get the other one. But wait, by the way, one thing where they doubt me about all of this thing, now then, anyone where they ask, you are aware of this? They say, no, I'm not aware of Amo, I'm not saying it safe. They all the deny, like how Peter they deny Christ right now. Yeah, because it happened like where they say, the fire go come out na the water side road for you, so you get to go get water for out. They don't expect say this document for leak as of this time because they don't put things in place it. Wait for make them pull this document. They tell you they want pull on. This is not just a leak document. It just leaked. Not the first time this Bible. You remember that spend no check and bill where them go for the caretaker where they say. Where it fly, any almost is spend, waiting how we fly, then nobody know for question and for no waiting at the money we use and all of them things there. You remember that bill where the Attorney General, the first Attorney General, where they call Priscilla Strat, where Buanke go na Parliament, where Indolo Gevao been the try for say he gets I think 15,000 for any member of Parliament we want go. Brother, yes. Yeah. Not to the first time this. You know, now this thing have been the sea. All of them all there, so matter one for dig. Now make you say, wait till you go pass. I go pass with in trip and all. Nobody know for ask and question. Now they fraudulent business, they only want the one deepen. Yeah. Wait till you self-expect for let them ask them. Yeah. Where you don't trip there most of the way they go now for your self-enjoyment because although them we say them they need the sweet they come with, but with the majority not see not this man they come with. So you're not accountable to nobody. No. What to make you feel say caretaker be forcefully put people like Abbas Bundu na parliament. Now for making all the account in certain things them way they do. Abbas Bundu talk something one day na parliament. We make are just weak. It's say in democracy, the opposition they get them say, but the government they get them way. You know what that they mean?
Okay.
Opposition and noise not the cause. We not talk no more.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anything the government want for doing, then easy to go with them. He talk that one in a parliament. It's in a democracy, and that's what the democratic world day. The opposition gets in say, and then the government getting way. Hey God.
But even if it happens so, Pierre, if even as so it for be, as a responsible citizen, you're supposed to talk down to let people hear you.
Yes,
even that now on a plan. Even that now on a plan, because we already know the kind of government where they govern we right now. You know?
So,
this not the things they talk now, yeah.
I think the word, the exact English word don't come inside. The unaccounted, the non-accountable impress. Yes, that impress, that spend no check impress. Yes, that's why it said being calm. If not the way they raise alarm and written that if I've been go to by now for the cry because if I don't take all the money, listen, this it just don't can ignite something in me, yeah. Not to foresee we not like the government or na Madabi we not like. But waiting me particularly they against now the way how then they do things. Let's imagine, say them been get their way as Abbas Bundu say with this non-accountable impress when that couple where any money where he use for travel or for per diem or anything any money where he use and all the accounts for them. Let's imagine it been get away with that one day. All of them things they are with the audit report highlight we make them sack auditor general so we know for know nothing but that because enough for write nothing enough for they tell people about waiting pass and waiting not pass. So you imagine if them been get away with that they kind all way we for be deeper almost couple where you see he decide for let them open one couple one account you imagine almost for be don't go at this time you imagine. Madabi be honest with yourself, yeah. Madabi no mean well for the country. Honestly, sometimes I can tap and small way they say APC not mean good for the country. They not even mean good for themselves. But honestly, that we pull them by any politics. Based on their attempts they are. And waiting we see the audit report come with. Imagine say the non-impress or accountable impress for being there. We not for be aware of that day. We money for just the loss, we need to know why the loss. It not really be mean good for the country.
This is a big problem. This all they talk so a big problem. But sometimes then the other people can just think say just like what you mentioned, we hate this, we hate that. You know, look this, my sister. Sarapina, what you mentioned so now so it be. You know, we employ caretaker bio. Now it make we inside this family house they call them caretaker because now a employee. If you work fine. Then they increase your term of service at the office. If you not work fine, well, maybe then they sack you. We the people they sack you because now we employ you. That for tell we say you know work fine and you not submit the job. But this it don't really manifest to we say to be honest enough, caretaker bio not know a job as a caretaker. Because if you as a caretaker, who say me begin they assess you uncle Shembe Pierre. Now on the issues them where they happen in the country. As a caretaker, things then they go on wrong in the country. He just decide for be mumu. That for tell you say he really aware of what they go on and he happy for what they go on. And they support the motion of the bad things them where they go on in the country. I always mention and I say if even na hypocrites he can make, he need to come and talk to we. He deserve that. He need to talk to we. But we get a caretaker today, whatever way happen, before he talk to it, he send in woman for can send back talk power. So we they vex more and more. It sounds to me like I don't care. Let them feel any kind of way or let them do what they want to do. Which not so if for big caretaker be when you take one step, yeah, if for explain to we. It deserve that for do that one day. Yeah, we deserve for no waiting you they do as a caretaker because now we give the position of trust. But also it can be say this man take money. He said you know forget account of that. Now so he left go tell until he bring for you receipt where he go fraud and come. So if this they continue, how this country go look like? If this man
people in the try for help with some figures. For
Okay,
example,
go ahead.
$15,000, they raise them up. For example, let's say roughly we get 200 MPs in all each anyway. Now 100 and I don't really remember, but roughly let's say 200 MP. Then 15,000 every year. The money the equivalent to $3 million every year per medical. That $3 million they get a well equipped, big, modernized hospital where go take care of most of the things then where they go spend couple pound. Let's look at this. Then they take $3 million from we economy and then they go help other people then for develop their own economy and their own health system. See the danger? Thank you very much, Lansana and Kamara. Yeah, actually, 3 million we talk about, equivalent to $3 million. So thanks again to Aisha Sise for way you correct the actual figure, na $3 million. Yeah. And yeah, so this not some of the things that let's see. Then say all of them are like that. Amana to Sanusi, say all of them are like that, my dear. That is why Salon turns so until Salon uprise shine their eyes and work hand in hand together to push Mama Salon go before. If not, Salon would they stand still. We don't I not get this Amana too. Okay, so now it should be action because action speaks louder than voice. All right, let's see what thing they happen over YouTube. If we get some few more things then when they happen. Okay, I think BK, I'm disappointed by the opposition members of parliament. Well, until they all deny this force, BK Moses, they all deny. Nobody, all man say they don't know but and they no see him. This na Peter. Now they deny the document when Jesus. Anyway, the APC and others should be there for the people. Parliamentarian generally say, now we put them there for the day. Well, if they all vote for direct, respect, we are wonder now waiting to happen. Anyway, we move. Let's read some few more things in this document. This document is not big boy. It gets things then. We cover the one who like coming. That's why we at the top of the program where I start at talk say, if this small document we then put together for better themselves, for improve their own lives, if na them been put together for we the people them. Trust me, we they go before. That is why one day I think I've been listening to this African orator. Please help me. He always do public speaking. He talks say, when you don't do well, you don't need for talk boku. The things then are they speak for you. For example, look at this document. A not big, very small document, but a well equipped. Yeah, and this, if for example, caretaker be one read all of this na parliament, and not they take 30 minutes for read them. And it take 30 minutes because it touch on all things when are their own benefit part. Small but effective, small and to the point, but it's very very strong, and they take plenty money. Look for the medical number. They talk about $3 million. Anyway, let's continue for read. They say for severe cases requiring overseas treatment, the recommendation of the Sierra Leone Medical Board shall be required. They authenticate same. Thereafter, funding of the said treatment shall be borne by the states. Okay, shall be borne by the state as soon as practicable, but in any case not later than 30 days from the date of the recommendation by the medical board. So basically, the therefore talks if you go do overseas treatment, you get approval from the board, the medical board, where you go able for tell we say yes, it's necessary for let go and go seek this kind of medical attention, all of them things and they. Yeah. So we move. Then say number 6. Subject to the provision of paragraph 5, for a sitting member of parliament, the approval of the recommendation of the medical board shall rest with the speaker. The approval of the recommendation of the medical board shall rest with the speaker of parliament and in his absence the deputy. So basically, even when the medical board go down recommend say this person yes, he need for go and take this treatment. If the speaker not say yes, they go. Yeah. If you not say yeah, he fits for go, they go. Yeah. So the approval, the last word, they come up from the speaker. Number 7, for former member of parliament, approval of the recommendation for former member of parliament. Okay. Look at this thing. I see something. So this not only the cover sitting member of parliament, it as well the cover former member of parliament, if you be not going to parliament one time and then you fall in this category, you have the benefits from this, yeah. So so the money don't come on now. It come on now from 3 million. Imagine how much they go now, yeah. Dollars now they talk about so. But every day we take money, we trust money, but every day we spend money like Chris dog them. Anyway, let's see this one. Okay, I think this we'll just forget about that, except if Bible gets something for talk about medical again. Because I see, for example, every day people in the cry for medical facilities. Every day people in the strand, they not get money for handle. Look, for example, we been see one time in the way bone na income na style. We picking and bone and the broke. We get 1, 2, 3 in bone the broke. We see recently one guy the pass with cord for each passing it na in cord. We see the same thing happen to one pikin. We see the same things they go on. We see different things them. We see this BNTM, one policeman because of internal problem in beleswell paramte, then bigger for ante and not able for survive. Pathway end up for die. We see different people them heart disease and other things. Tell thank you to sick pikin and tell thank you to Adonis Abud. Where as well on the pikin to pikin. Where don't they help them pikin and they lots of pikin and they where they born with condition. Where pass them transfer them go then Ghana, go then England, go then India, go then somewhere else for me then go give them treatment. But yet still we're not able for step up with game for let we make the medical system go be standard for letting they handle them minor things they are so where they kill people them. Yet still they are asking for $15,000 for every member of parliament. Where you times time by 200. Now we say for say with the times time by 200 now 3 million because now we are even they talk about former member of parliament and all into this thing. Now let me ask the question. Politicians, listen this one. Are they look for the member of parliament where will come and stand up say this not to the right stem this the people in need and pass we. If not, the thing we I can always tell una say when something they in your favor, you know they see how bad it be. You only they see how rotten it be when that thing they against you. We dey look forward for see member of parliament them from the opposition, yeah, from the ruling where they come and stand up say this is not right. Let's forget about them. Like how they all been stand up for say the unaccountable or the non-accountable impress. Let we kick them out of this house and let we not go to. And they look forward for see what they can do. But like we honest with so
Make I just begin first. One thing we are happy for inside this family house, we not get big fool now. Because when you deal with people that we get sense, you not ask for no. And when they talk to people that we get sense, you say for they talk, you know they strain for talk. Because as we they talk, now so you get people we get sense where they come and give their own contribution at the comment, both Facebook and YouTube. So that will tell you say we not get big fool them now. You know, me brought at this a really hard trending. These people, the issues them waiting for amend or attack, they know they do them. When I really babala money them, whether they give it to themselves. Una waiting at the medical field. Una help we $3,000.
3 million.
3 million, sorry. $3 million. Whose kind machines them where we supposed to get inside that money where they make enough like Ghana. But we get politicians them, whether they begin make this road, in can end them, it go court ribbon. Caretaker don't make this road, we come on Uganda. You don't go make Magbele Bridge. You don't go make this. That's not the only thing. Una tell me something na ya we see don't so. Na ya we see don't so. Whose development where this caretaker don't bring? Despite of say you don't go patch that road, you don't go that road. Even the road they already talk, you know they see. Now the only thing in chest for. From what why I see them, whose hospital for goodness sake, what we don't see, they go put power. Say this hospital, make we improve them to that kind of standard level where they make we self get hospital. Where we say if foreigner can't sick now we country itself, you know they run for go side come out. But we get politicians them, you go read they say, this don't take so money, you know account for that money This don't go thief so money in that other department. You don't account for that money there. That for tell you say these people are not good for this country. These people they don't get no better plan for make this country go before. So be honest with you. Even when they cry, the former regime say, "Iroti, we make we vote them out for make we bring the people are tired with suffering. The people are tired with this poor condition of living. Make we bring them." 2018 presidential debate. Yeah, when one on wall watch, get a cabioti nap day, and they bombard big English them when they put for on a paper. Not to think the way they now in head or in heart, where if you want for can do. All of them things that the way they talk, it don't manifest to we say, now just write the be write up for on a paper for make it can read. Because if you they give speech on things them when they inside your mind, inside when they come on inside your skull, like when it take power so can for don't try for attack some of the issues that they where they cry the former regime off. But how things them they go. The hospitals all they talk about, the same what hospitals the way APC in them. Now the same.
By the way, you asked question, yeah. Daughter of the monsoon don't come and answer them, yeah. It say, for example, you ask waiting this thing they get. Ultrasound machine, CT scanner, MRI machine, improve equipment in the hospital. Yeah, as well go further and say in the work now all are doing hospital, they see picking and they die every day. Okay. In numbers na the hospital. It continue for say just in the jump quick, yeah. It say doctors are overworked and underpaid. EBK did much better when I was there in 2012, 2015. Okay. I wish you know for below end than this year. But still, I think you say exactly what you want to say. And this one when you talk about picking the die, for example, me self don't be witness, yeah. The time I be the work na 98.1, you know, I be don't go na I spend the night na all I doing, me self see things then. You know, where I then at the hospital, but like I don't know how to talk you know what I mean, undercover. Picking the die. Interestingly, you go here, compare the all out in pickings. Me picking no, but set you more and that, no cause no inspire. Wait happen. Now that they happen. Yeah. Why we know they strategize for take salon before our infrastructure is scrambled and these guys abusing, you know, enriching themselves. They come up from Alareni show. Okay. Member of Parliament not be ever vote against Mother Bill in accountable bills. Yeah, I think I make a mistake. You sure? Not true. In fact, to be see Geva be na civil society and the people may stand up against that because Geva also they put money for that for other one for sit on na the committee. Then be unanimously pass the bill. No, they not pass them. They not been pass them. Unanimously pass the bill and send them to yeah for approval. Now, Mother Bill not being agree approval because of the outcome. You correct. I think that be the exact thing there. Abubakar Sidi Anke Kano, thank you very much. You correct. Them being agree. You correct. So now them turn, we watch them back. Well, if them pass for Mother Bill, come on. Abubakar, thank you very much. I know like when some people remember me certain things then. If member of parliament them, open them, 2 year them, and unanimously, when they say unanimously, they all sit down and say yes, it's good. For let them pass bill of that nature. For let Mother Bill the travel 50 fata, take money 50 fata, they not accounted for. Hey. Thank you, Abubakar. Now watch more messenger. The grass is always greener on the other side. Now SIPP wants more time for fix what we don't know. Elizabeth Walker. Alright, now watch that so quick. Wala kungusa over this other side and Bible and inside. Right, biblical. Okay, the reply last Kati. All the power ghetto boys in governments na alaki people them they have no sense of value and progressiveness. Then a destructive rats them now we country. The need for good. But wait to Cathy, what about this now about member of parliament too? And when they talk about member of parliament, we basically they talk about all member of parliament, including APC. So we still we still dey wait, including APC, we still dey wait for Yeri from them. Waiting dem go get for say with regards this leaked document, because as far as I'm concerned right now, plenty people don't begin to run away from this document, say they're not aware of that. Now I feel the message, I think that 2-5 for talk at me peer. I tell you, bro. Our medical system needs an overhaul, Sarafina. I mean, what's can ask for? Yeah. By the way, I think we'll watch some more things inside the document. Let's see. Severe cases, okay. Then say now they get what they call, look at this other one here. Then get what they call recess allowance. Recess now that time we parliament can get break. Anytime we parliament get break, na recess, yeah. So waiting and say about recess, then say they want for make, for example, everybody in the house, yeah, from the speaker take and down. Forget every member of parliament. Forget 1 month salary, any free, extra 1 month salary apart from the, for example, if they pay them this month June and this June then for go recess, then for pay them back another. So inside this June, if they go recess, then they get 2 months salary. They all from the speaker take and down to the last member of parliament. So that's basically in the talk, yeah. In this sense, let's go to this other one. After that, the month and bond for labor work and missing. This other one basically they talk about vehicle allowance. Then saying members of parliament shall be entitled to oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. But we are scared. Are scared. Okay. Member of parliament shall be entitled to $25,000. 25,000 United States dollars or its equivalent in leons for the purchase of a motor vehicle to be paid once per term. But in any case, not later than first quarter of the first year of each term. So basically, any term where member of parliament go, when they say term, every 5 years, yeah. In one parliamentary term, every 5 years, then they put $25,000 for any member of parliament. Anybody we don't go inside parliament, it get $25,000 per the 5 years where they go there for buying motor car, for able for pass. Okay. Well, I don't know if technically we for look and say, yes, as a member of parliament, if we get motor car for go. But $25,000. How much is $25,000? 250 million leons, okay? Roughly. So 250 million leons for car. Those kind of cars and that there. One Prado Jeep SUV. Now how much and it cost them? Anyway, we move. Now the see say not to Corona no more SUV they stop. Then say per term. Now look at fuel. Then say fuel allowance. After they don't buy them, we'll car them for them. Then say fuel allowance shall be 45 liters weekly. Yeah, 45 liters weekly. So like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, okay. Okay. So like you gotta get like the almost liter per day. Yeah. Let's see. 45, yeah. Let's just see how many liter per day then they give them. Because almost then give keke toma. So 45 divided by 7 days. So basically they got like approximately 7 liters per day. 9 and they give them, okay? So every member of parliament they get that kind of fuel day every week and payable on a quarterly basis. So basically per the year that they give them after every 3 months, and then they get that money they all then give them every 3 months. A good cash and do. Alright, so we move to the next one. Then number 6, they get what they call sitting fee. So now look at this thing. They get salary. By the way, let's just explain before we go before waiting at the salary. Let's just see quickly waiting at the salary, yeah. Except for the speaker we are not able to get hold of, yeah. But let's just see quickly waiting at the salary. Come on, send everything on. Okay, so the salary. Okay, so right now, waiting I understand ordinary member of parliament and the parliament chief then they get 12 million per month, and then the 12 million per month, and then they get 300,000. Okay, then they get 300,000 for any time when they go sitting. Apart from the monthly salary of 12 million, anytime when they go sitting, then they get like 300,000. And then the leaders them they get 15 million, and then anytime when they go sit, I think then they get 500,000, something like that. But let's look at this thing, yeah. Member of parliament they get salary, then they get sitting fee. Councillors them they get sitting fee, then they get salary. And then sitting fee, I wonder if he even equivalent to this 300,000 per city fee. You know, anything like that there. So now the thing is, let's see this thing, sitting fee. So there's a member of parliament shall be paid sitting fees in the sum of what? What do you mean they talk? I think that waiting there, it look wrong. Let's see sitting fee. Member of parliament shall be paid the sitting fee in the sum of 250,000. So not 300. 250,000 per sitting payable on a monthly basis. The attendance of the members of parliament shall be evidenced by the attendance register, based on which payment shall be made. Okay, 250, not 300. 250, and they pay them every month. Now they give them every sitting. By the way.
Yeah.
Now we don't take a lot of things. Then we don't take the salary. We don't take the recess allowance. When like every month when they go, anytime when they go recess, that 2 months salary. Then they get vehicle allowance, then they get fuel allowance, then they get sitting fee as well.
About all of this, waiting me they see now just the same selfishness where they talk and wickedness. Forget about the money they first. Make we camp all of the crime of fail. So they don't fail, it's not short, you know. You know, they ever short. They don't fail, always stay. 45 liters per week. Each one of them. You know, I still they talk this word, say, no wonder where some issues them they come up. The way a man away, their brothers they are the handle them. If they really know say they're not serious over that. And talk of the kind money them where their family are the shape. Just like we talk now, say they just can't find one rice bread where everybody they come serve yourself. But the question we I go and ask, when will they able get better politicians in this country? When? Just like what our brother say, the time where Anes been the if say it better, the medication system better pass now. Yes, I agree with the brother man or the person we talk, but yes, still it not be enough. It not be really enough. To be honest enough, it not be enough. And then we can get somebody now where can inherit all of them things there. It don't come make everything be the worst. Of course, the peak where it be meets them, instead of it increase, now decrease, they decrease them. If they put them down, you know, and in life, like he says on certain day, you live in condition. If you're not able to pass the age or the standard where it is at the moment, but make it not fall down again. Now that they can make some people they frustrate. Or some people they left the country, then go and suffer in another man country. Because they find out say the way they live yesterday, it better pass how they live today. If even self it not go up, but make it not fall down again, as if pen say will fall down in the left. So I don't really understand. But this now we prayer. All of them things that we will discuss today, the people that we not go happy. If God send a change of government for make us sit down again, they discuss them. We go left for discuss things them where fruitful now in the country. I mean, some developmental issues them we begin to compare Salon to any other African country first, likes of the Ghana. Ghana, when they're ready for step up their game, they do it rapidly. I still dey reverse back to the begin my statement by saying the things them, the words them, where caretaker bio puna imot during the 2018 presidential debate. I feel say if no more, if we're able to deal with solid five of them, enough will become a failed leader now and like it'll become a failure so. But I always say this word, you see SLPP, you get people that were sober-minded, you get people that will get the know-how for rule a country. But if you find out, say, because caretaker bio and this group we go, they get their own hidden plans that like what they happen so right now, then try by all possible means and push them people and they out of the front line at that time for make caretaker bio come and take power because they don't get the hidden agenda where they don't put in a paper. Revenge, boil things them, put the country in reverse gear, make everything just be static for more than calm, as their own imam become and swear them. It remain that way they up to now what we they talk. Look, we health condition. Now we base this discussion in the health condition. Let me just base someday. We then can babble ammonia where then people had to take salary now, allowance, per diem, you name them. So you find out, say, the people that just can't sit down, say, now wait till they happen, instead of the country develop, make we develop with it. And indeed, now in the happen. So we always they say, all this way we they do, all this way they go on, any one of them where they stand right now for say, if one can be another caretaker, if the voters them wipe you off the screen, make it just the study now, make it take book and pen. They put certain things then in diary. Say, some of them things there are no need for can't do them because now them be you do where the people, we the citizens frown at them. Because you find out, say, from where caretaker bio take over governance, now do you get plenty platform them na social media. What to make all that one they happen? Now because the man know they go the right way, where we all be expect them say if or go as everybody be they shout say because this man na be soldier, never mind a soldier no one go off once we fire and footballer no go up front, but still a soldier. He be the way they combat. And you know how for set school and other things, they know how to overthrown and other things, they're still a soldier. Since in a soldier, if you're able to come with that kind of leadership where they make, or since if you don't come, it's shell blood in this country, make we get them back, maybe now if they can't buy you, like where you don't beat you picking in the cry, you try for make it cool down. Now some people be they look at caretaker bill, not knowing that it don't go enforce other looters them, it don't go enforce other destroyers them, it don't go enforce other corruption people them for can't help them wreck this country like how we they go so. So this now advice for any other caretaker we get for camp. We not get for take them light with you. If you members them day now this platform then they listen. If any of you are there inside this platform they listen, we are with the plead to una if really una want for make the brotherhood, the friendship, the familyhood go before. Una where they close to them politicians they are, this na high time for make una they go near them, tell them say, this na advice for the future. Waiting caretaker they do so. No near more because if you near some of you will like with today, you go hate we back tomorrow. Now that one they make sometimes where empty-headed people in camp, when they do this for APC, when they do this for this, we they watch you now, we did laugh. Because most of now they come and call we names today. If any other party, APC now, any other one, God say na then for can wipe caretaker be off. In mistake, do just a little of what caretaker be do so. we not go get one seat for Sidom. So at that time, I think you go and be with Paddy. I don't know how they can because if you don't call we names them during the time of you don't care take Kabio, where you the supporter they do the bad things them. So if that kind of leader come tomorrow, it can begin to do similar things the way care take Kabio they do so. Will they become worse than now? Where are they talking so? Mark, thank God the phones they now where they use, they get diary, you get Google account. Write and put on there. So if you change your phone self tomorrow, because maybe that diary, you begin to soak WhatsApp and a chair, or that diary they lost. Put on my Google account. Just write and put on there. But for goodness sake, we really dey pray for make we not get any leader. I mean any or no leader where they feedback here take Kabio this country again.
Okay, let's just take this last part and give a brief. No, too much labor on this thing again, because we don't go above the time. Yeah. So quickly, let's just see number 7. This will be page of the defend. Yeah. Then say member of parliament shall entitled to facilitation allowance to be paid quarterly. So facilitation allowance basically can be say where you facilitate certain things then. You overlook or you see certain things then. So all of them things then you forget allowance for that then say international increment of salary. Then saying a percentage increase in the salary of sitting member of parliament shall from the commencement of this act be reflected in payment of pension. So basically whatever they get for increase now by the salary them, as soon as they pass this one, it as well reflect on them pension. So then they begin calculating pension starting from that. All of the years the way they don't take in the parliament, yeah. So a member of parliament shall be provided with offices by government within the precinct of parliament to enable them do. So basically, what they ask for, then they ask say every member of parliament for get office na the parliament compound, whatever, or the building. They must make for them, office space, where they go to use for do their research, study before they go to na the well or for go na committee. The area of official medical travel. Then say member of parliament after where they don't give them 15,000. They say member of parliament then for get whether within a member of parliament on official or medical, whether they travel on official or medical trip them, then for always make sure say then they na business class. So they're not for the na bobo jama that how they call them how they call bobo jama, and all they na the one for everybody anyway. And they make sure say they na business class, yeah. Inside the top guys then they na they didn't say for day, okay. Then in the area of security, then for make sure say they give they all wawa security and the government now they pay for them security then they get if the member of parliament accounts for. Then they get everything called miscellaneous. Under miscellaneous, they say the speaker of parliament may by statutory instrument make regulations as it considers necessary or expedient for giving effects to any of the provisions. So basically, all of them things they are and waiting, so they as well make provisions saying that the speaker get rights for do any kind of regulation, any kind of changes them with regards things that way they inside this particular thing. So for ladies particular rubbish today, we'll quick then pick you up. Marcy and Medley, thank you very much. Serafina, Rocky TV, thank you very much. Rocky TV Finland, yes, I need for shout them out loud because I'm sure on another platform that one day. Rocky TV Finland, all right. Yes, know say all the majority member of parliament now from the Paupa Alaki Ghetto Munku and Munku boys them, all right. That na Kati. Then people they really enjoy you. Salomon is sweet. Salon wake up and smell the coffee. The coffee in sense not fine, smelling smell. Anyway, I think say now down there we get with regards this particular documentation we come on out today. Bye bye. No round up.
Well, I think we don't do justice to people as the documents come out. We try for make them able know what's in the inside the document. And as we say now, just a little document. Well, we don't know as where they don't begin for deny them, so they will continue for deny them where they're not able to bring them and discuss what's in the inside. Well, we said now day we pray for anyway because we try for a big money, we try for a this, we try for a that one day. Now we go look for a for say we brothers them they able to make documents where they in the interest of we the people of Mama Saloon. So we self they will feel say that dance, that shout, that course what we the course for politicians, we get small benefits. They were we the able for going to hospital, we get a better treatment, we able load na transport. Then you can't squeeze me for left finger, pocket me, with me all left they go finger, that lady bag for typical all of them things then they make the people and they cry. We not get no better transport facilities. Because see Boston they can't inside, but not they know side Boston they go. Just like still if I ask question, but the dump vehicles them where they become in parade. I mean the motoka the way they put to tipper where they be say what
But there's don't shape to the different council.
Well now but now we're not able to see them. They work, they do the work what they do, but we still don't see the pack. Now the various communities them. Anyway, then they all not just pass with idea, we still they ask. So as I say, we go look for see Usai with brothers in the debate. Some of the issues there are way I measure Usai we they able get things that way better for we. At least, make we they able get we they enjoy we transport, we they enjoy we medical facilities and other things them. If not anything they no more step, Salama not for fool. But the problem now the politicians are full pass we wouldn't can fool. This is not the problem. This part of this kind SLPP group worker, they're full pass. We wait them for can full. Small thing no more, the cake is big. Now small will be need no more than pinch for we. We smile. It don't done. Any two them for don't tell na Braesa no more now they give them. But Usai, caretaker bio, woman no, he talks the way out. So they want pull all thing out. Nothing. We know they survive on again. But anyway, we go still watch how this document they go. Now the house. If really how most of them don't say they're not aware about these documents, so now so no more it is stand, we bring you the information back. But if they mistake again, count for candidates, for put all them things here inside the law where they want, so then they will receive big money them, bump up money them. Well, will they bring them back to you? So we only have more inside the matter. Until then, now so we present the program for una today. This now we had where they bring you all the information where you supposed to know. The information that they put on the carpet with the try we level best. And the team for bring all the documents here in front of una so we all get idea of what they go on in the country. You are inside the country, you are outside the country, you get idea of what they go on. Because if not on a platform there, caretaker bio not ready for be accountable to nobody, meaning no one for nobody understand how they run the country. Until then, we meet again tomorrow on another beautiful edition inside the same channel. Tomorrow on Wednesday. Okay, until we meet again tomorrow on another beautiful edition. Mind you, let we blow, we mind. The truth you get for saying.
Oh, na, na, na.
And it no matter what, the truth you get for saying.
Yeah.
Try save the future, the truth you get for saying. And it no matter what, the truth you get for saying. Come blow your mind. Blind. Now your program where they come from, we are the channel, the program where we all sit down and team up, call say, now blow mind. This program therefore waiting, it therefore make you free your mind, it therefore make you easy stress. You get an opportunity for talk whatever you want for talk about the country, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I always tell you, say, the ugly and the bad don't dominate the good. So you find out, say, now more of them with the talk inside that program day. Until we meet now that program day tomorrow. Me now by break up live from the north with the sharpest cutlass. No retreat, no surrender, but sharp mouth. Here we go.
Well, until we meet again, my name is Timepen Freedom Fighter. That's our Tista now, okay? Until we meet again. I love you all so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Yeah, this is start, man. You see how they broke their hearts.
It's waiting.
Thank you for broke we hearts. Them.
In a one possible say, Pao Pala will come today. I say, hey, this time, make a week. He say, low can. It's okay.
Bizarre kind of hard for see.
Then I don't come get Bukati. You can blame we, not so we. Thank you very much, Kati. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, George, you missed plenty today, but you go watch the replay anyway. We too, we love now. Thank you, guys. Anyway, until we meet again, thank you all. We love you all so much, okay? That means, okay. Well, wait me see from this program all now, so.
I'm in the building. Man fed up, man. They make mumu talk. Pull up the tune. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system, it just the nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon, just the nasty. It's sorry.
To dirty make one nasty.
To start with salon, so nasty. So nasty. This president's government is over nasty. What's in a nasty? Check with Parliament if you see nasty. Always them talk, who talk at a nasty. We ministers now them body nasty. For short, call them papa nasty. Judicial system is smelling nasty. Now so nasty. Anti-corruption, them fake and nasty. They make sabi but nasty. We police and soldier, they all sorry. Cause the system nasty. We footballers, they're over sorry. Cause SLFA nasty. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system, it just the nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon, just the nasty. It's sorry. Do not make one nasty. Entertainers, they not take we serious. That's make we more nasty. Medical facility, it's too rotten. See people they die nasty. Politics that the original nasty. We make salon down nasty. Free education, mommy I not see nothing. Planning just the nasty. Some drivers themselves just too nasty. Mexicans for business nasty. See for itself not the most salon sorry. I need they kill we nasty. Perspective that the country up and nasty. Salon just the nasty. Nako vac, no one like corona don't save. Just they eat corona money pa nasty. The advantage now we can't get too nasty. You know who that na me pa nasty. The water key system it just the nasty. The youth then don't against with the nasty. With traffic wording then too sorry. The shop tickets pa nasty. Salon is sorry, but it just the nasty. With sweet salon just the nasty. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system, it just the nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon, just the nasty. It's sorry. Do not make one nasty. The country add up make all man nasty. Them only man add up nasty. All man they grumble. Say salon nasty. Salon is full of nasty. Some journalists themselves too nasty. They spread this way nasty. Salon man in bad that's too nasty. They head we say nasty. 2020 ski kasi nasty. Where salon get for nasty. Papa God na everything do ya save we. Save we from this nasty. Men the man fetch simini man fetch men the man. Salon na tribal nasty. You span then this gun like which gun? That one a danger nasty. Me I don't talk down, I fed up with the nasty. The corona nasty. Na eastern na de una can beat me. Una can beat me for me nasty. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system it just the nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon just the nasty. It's sorry. Do not make one nasty. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system it just the nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon just a nasty. Sorry, too dirty make one nasty.